The Miami Dolphins scored a modern day record of 70 points, and it's because Mike McDaniel is putting his players in the best position to succeed with his play designs. They're simple concepts, but the intricate designs, motions, and movements from different players are putting these athletes in positions to go make plays. Look at this. You're going to see what ends up being an end around to De'Von Achane, but look at the players on the field and where they're aligned. De'Von Achane's out at receiver. You've got another running back in Raheem Mostert in the backfield, and you're going to start off by seeing a Braxton Berrios orbit motion, which Miami likes to run a decent amount of because it widens linebackers, it gets DBs in conflict, they start dropping back because they don't know what Miami's going to do off of it, and that's exactly what happens. These linebackers start moving over because they think this play could potentially go to the left, potentially to a Braxton Berrios. These DBs are starting to drop back, but what really throws these linebackers off is the fact that they see a pull from Isaiah Wynn. And here's the thing. Teams typically run the ball to the side that their guards are pulling. So if Isaiah Wynn is going to pull to the right, it's very likely you see a run to the right, and that's why Raheem Mostert is moving from left to right. However, that simply isn't what we get. Look at this. Awesome execution on the fake handoff from Tua. We've got Robert Hunt getting to the second level. That pull, turns out, was just to seal off this backside defender. You're now using the orbit motion to get Braxton Berrios in as a lead blocker, and now De'Von Achane has space. You've got him moving up to the second level. This is a solid block by Julian Hill to give Achane some extra room. Braxton Berrios lays a block of his own, and all of a sudden, you have a guy who is an absolute track star in high school and college off to the races for a big play. These are the kind of designs from Mike McDaniel that are really putting these guys in positions to succeed. The amount of ways that you are putting these linebackers in conflict, they start by moving to the left. Then they move back to the right because they're expecting run. And now all of a sudden you have these guys flat-footed and in a position where they can't make a play because they're turned in the opposite direction. And all of a sudden they're completely out of the play. And you've got De'Von Achane picking up about 40 or so. Mike McDaniel is on a different level right now, and these plays are a prime example as to why. And here's another awesome play design for Miami. I loved the way that they called this play earlier in the game, but they executed it even better here, which is why I wanted to show this example. It's going to start out with another orbit motion, this time from Cedric Wilson, and what you're going to see is conflict created in this linebacker right here because you have Alec Ingold jetting out to the flat and potentially having a bunch of space because they're running a clear out right behind him with Robbie Chosen. But we get this little check and release, and this ends up being a slip screen to De'Von Achane, and all of a sudden, it's nothing but green grass ahead of Achane, and it's because of what they were able to do. You run these two clear outs because it's going to look like a passing concept, and it is a passing concept, and these routes just push these defenders further down the field. And as I said earlier, this orbit motion's already getting defenders to back up, and when you combine that with the clear outs and the route running to the flat, all of a sudden there's all this misdirection, and then you've got a guy like De'Von Achane who, like I said, was a sprinter just out in the open field. It's an easy touchdown for him. He had 4 total on the day. Honestly, you could make an entire breakdown solely based off of De'Von Achane's plays and how Mike McDaniel put him in a position to succeed. So you know what? We're going to break down another De'Von Achane play. This is going to be an inside toss, which is a wrinkle that I already really like from Mike McDaniel and the Shanahan system as a whole, because a lot of players expect to see a toss to the outside, and when a player's able to just cut it inside on a toss, it can get them through these already widened linebackers. But look at the pre-snap motion and what Miami's able to do on this play. First, they jet Braxton Berrios across, which usually is something they're going to do if you want to see slant wheel or slant wheel flat or any of the number of things that they love to run off of their jet motion. So that's already throwing this one defensive back completely out of the play. However, what they do after the snap is even cooler. You're going to have Julian Hill coming across the formation, taking out this linebacker. You've got an awesome second level block from Cedric Wilson, and when you combine that with that inside toss and these great interior blocks, you're creating a lane for Achane to run through, and it's nothing but green grass ahead of him. Like I said, you're getting a guy who is faster than just about any running back in the league, aside from one who might be on his own team, getting him the ball in space with opportunities to go create. This is absolutely awesome stuff, and Achane had a day. This is another touchdown for him.